Hi everyone, I have been tagged in a YouTube challenge which is quite exciting. It's called Random Colour Generator, and the idea is that you take a set of pencils. I've taken this set of pencils from Arteza. You put them in a bag, mix them all up, and then you grab a colour and you start colouring. I thought this page here, this is from Colouring Heaven Patterns collection. So I thought, oops, this page here would work well with a random colour selection. I'm just going to pop something behind the page so that I don't indent or damage. I've got a laminate here. Actually, I won't use that. I'll use a piece of paper because it might catch the light and blind you with this paper behind the page. So I thought I would start. I have cheated. Before I've even started, I've cheated and I've taken out my white pencil because it's not going to work. So I've taken that one out of the set, but the rest are still there. So I'm just going to grab one and colour. So it's going to be fun. Now I was tagged by June's Colours. She has done this challenge. She's done a beautiful page from Rita Berman, which looks really, really pretty. So go and have a look at that. I will tag it in my comments. And it's actually the whole thing was created by a channel called Art Journey, so you can go and see hers as well. Her version was really fun. She did actually a mandala, and it looked really lovely. So I'm going to start. I'm going to grab a colour and get colouring. So what do I picked out? I picked out the vermilion. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit and start. I'm just going to have a chatter with you for a bit, and I'm actually not going to do the whole of this on camera because I think it's going to take a long old time. But I can tell you a little bit about the paper of this magazine while I'm colouring. Now, as I flipped through it, I've done a flip through. I don't know when you're going to be seeing it, what order, to be honest, because I haven't really planned my videos very well. But when I did the flip through, as I said, it's thicker than copy paper. It's not like magazine paper, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not like you're colouring on a woman's weekly. My goodness, so it's just shiny. You can't even do a crossword in those because they're so shiny. A pen doesn't write. It has got some tooth. I know. If I zoom in some more, you can see the white paper starting to show through a little bit when I'm colouring, which I don't mind at all. So it's got a little bit of tooth there, which is good, I think, because it allows you to layer up. The Artezas are quite vibrant anyway, but it's going down nicely, which is good. And I find it quite comfortable to colour on. It's thin, obviously it's a magazine, so it's quite thin. There's 48 pages, I think. So if you're getting near the back, it's going to be thin, but that happens with a book too. You might need to put a book under it or something to rest it on, to cushion it, as it were. Depends what your desk is made of. My desk is full of bumps, and so it's no good for colouring on. So I always put something underneath. I mean, I'm only halfway through this magazine, so there's plenty to lean on, so it's fine. But if I was near the back, I'd put a book under it. I've always got a colouring book nearby. Hopefully that's the case with you guys too. Now, I should have probably started with the flower middle with the first colour I picked out. I'm probably already cheating. I don't know if you can cheat. But the idea is that this, I'm going to grab another colour, yellow, and do the middle. The idea is that you tag other people, and then hopefully people go and visit other YouTube channels and discover someone a bit different. I think it's quite a fun idea. It's nice to showcase other colourists. I'm just layering that up a lot. It's quite a faint colour. It's the I could have told you, it's the jasmine yellow. It's the upside down jasmine yellow. Did you know it's a very special one? I'm in a naughty mood today. Okay, the amethyst purple. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do it in order, which is what I should have done to start with. Now, the person who originated this challenge did it in markers, and hers was very vibrant and neat and pretty. And what she used, it was quite interesting, is she used a colour by numbers mandala book, but she said she didn't like the colours that were chosen all the time because they were always very orange and yellow dominated, and she wanted to use some different colours. So in order to have a go at some different colours, she had a go at this random challenge and just thought she would pass it on, as it were, to tag other people and sort of make it go around YouTube, which I think is these are great fun. I've done one before when I did, I think it was a summer challenge, and you had to find certain items in your colouring books, which was great fun. Now this will be good for anyone who struggles to pick colours. We have a coral. I think I would be tempted to cheat, possibly. I haven't this time. But if I had a colouring set that had a predominantly certain colours in, so I find that some sets aren't even with regards to colours. You know, they might have only one brown or one green or 10 blues. I mean, it's not, I'm exaggerating. I might be trying to find a set that was even so that I got a nice even spread of colour, but that's cheating. But we'll see what happens with this, because it could be it's a nice relaxing idea not to choose your colour, because it's chosen for you, so you just have to go with what appears. Did I even tell you? Yeah, that was coral. This is the denim blue. So yeah, so it's just, I think if you've got a bit stuck and you don't know what colour to do, or you're worried about things not matching, just make a random, do it randomly. I mean, some people use a random colour generator. You can actually get an app which gives you some colours and you can put them in. So I know Colour with Claire used one for a challenge that she did, and she actually she had a sort of wheel thing, and she put in a brand of pencil and then the colours or something, and she coloured each picture in with a certain brand and certain 3 colours. It was a lot of fun. I think she did the whole page from Worlds of Wonder with the little items on. If you've got the book, Johanna Basford book, it's got a snail and a butterfly and a toadstool house and a big top and various things. And she did all of that page using that technique, and it was great fun. And I think it was quite a popular series of hers. I think people wanted her to do it again, but she hasn't. I know time is always a problem for her. Well, for a lot of people, obviously. Could do with a different colour now. Come on. What do you think? What would you do? Green? I think I could do the green. Magenta. But anyway, that was a fun one as well. So it's a different way to do it. Also, some people go onto Pinterest and you can look at colour palettes. So what's quite good there is that you have a photo, and then the main colours from that photo are pulled out and as your colour palette for a picture. So that can be quite a good way to choose colours. But I don't tend to have trouble choosing colours most of the time. I just make a split-second decision and go for it. But it is quite nice not choosing anything and just grabbing a colour. It's quite mind-opening in a way, because normally I like to be in control of what colours I'm colouring. So I noticed that the June that tagged me, because she didn't have a mandala, she had a nice heart picture. She chose where she coloured. So say she might have put the pink here or something, you know. She didn't just, because it doesn't, with a picture that isn't a mandala, there isn't like an order, you know. You can't just go top to bottom, right to left, you know. So she used the colours as she saw fit. So that was a different way of doing it. Now I'm just doing plain colouring. You notice I'm not doing any shading at the moment. It's quite rough. I'm just trying out this paper. I'm actually going to turn over in a minute and see whether I've indented the paper, because I'm pressing really hard. Too hard, really. Let's have a look. No, there's no indentation. You can't see. Hang on. That's where it is under the 21. It's not even any what's the word I'm looking for? Ghosting. Oh, we've got a dark chocolate brown. Would you like to see what I'm colouring? Yeah, let's pop it there. I'm in a naughty mood, I really am today. I got some work in this morning and it's made me in a good mood. Well, I was a bit naughty. I actually asked for a bit more money than I normally charge. It was a newish customer. I worked for him before through a different customer, and he's now contacting me directly and asked me how much I would charge. So I just thought, I've been trying to put my prices up for ages, and it's quite difficult when you're working with the same person to put your prices up. Anyone who's self-employed will know. So I thought, I'm just going to give it a go. And if he says no, he might want to negotiate, and that's okay. He might say, well, you normally charge this, and but he didn't. He agreed, so that was really nice. And then he gave me the sort of topics, and they were really easy for me. So that was really good. So I think so. I'm in a happy mood, and I do need to do some work, but I figured I'd make the most of the fact that no one's here and do this colouring, and then later when the house is busy and everyone's rushing around, turmeric yellow. Oh, there you go. I will now, you see, I've got a choice. I can do this bit, or this bit. I'm going to do this bit and try not to sort of cheat by doing the closest bit to the last bit I did. So yeah, while the house is busy later, I can work once I've made everyone's tea, or yeah, can do a little bit. Actually, tomorrow my son's home in the morning, so I will be able to do some work then, because he's always chatters. He doesn't chatter, charcoal grey. He's ever so quiet until I'm making a video. I'm going to make this one slightly shaded. I'm going to just go a bit darker around the edge. And then whenever I'm making a video, he suddenly either bursts out laughing really loud, which is okay, I don't mind, or chatters to me. And I'm like, oh, child. Oh, I love it when my children talk to me, but not when I've said to them, look, I'm going to make a video, can you just be quiet? Anyway. They normally, you see, during the day, we have a nice chat, and when they come in from college, they just disappear off and sort of get themselves sorted, might get changed or whatever they do, and then they come down and eat their tea, because I have it ready for, almost ready for them. By the time they're organised, tea's ready. And then we chat about what they've done in the day, and it's nice to have a catch up. I tell them anything of interest that I've done, which they find dead boring, and they tell me about their studies, which I usually find interesting until they start telling me about calculus that they've done in maths or something like that. But I appreciate them talking to me, so I listen. I just enjoy the fact that we're having a conversation. It's lovely. And then as soon as they finish, they rush upstairs, put their headphones on, play a game, and that's it. So then I get no conversation out of them until, of course, it's bedtime, and then I'm dead tired and a bit grumpy, and they're supposed to be having showers or brushing teeth or whatever, and they decide that's the time to come and talk to me about anything rust red that and you're like, that's lovely, darling, but can you get to bed? But anyway, I think most children are the same. I'll try and make that one a little bit darker on the inside. I don't know why. I just want to make it look a bit different. And yeah, so they are a pleasure. And I think for me, I'm not a big fan of babies. They're hard work. And I love children that are about 18 months old. They are amazing because they just spend the whole time exploring things and having fun and giggling and looking cute. But they do not cause a mess and chaos and they want to be into everything, ruining everything, breaking everything. Oh my goodness. So I really started to enjoy them the most when they got a little bit older, and unfortunately it was the age when they sort of started going to school, so I miss them. But then you can start to have nice conversations with them about different things. Or I love, you know, when they can start to read to you instead of you reading to them. That's really nice. You know, not that we don't do that now, but you know, they can read a little bit of a paragraph of the story and then you can read the rest and things like that. Really nice. Right, where are we? I think I'm going to have to zoom out a bit. We have got Camel Brown. I'm probably not, what time are we? I might not carry on with this forever, but I'm having fun and I'm chattering, and I hope you're okay watching. I mean, I'm assuming that you probably haven't got this book to colour along, but you can absolutely do the same thing with any picture that you have, and it's actually really good fun, and I'm probably going to do it again. Not on video, you know, just when I'm, this book, I really like it, I might just do all the pages like this. It'd be a bit mad, wouldn't it? Don't know, maybe not all the pages, but yeah. So yeah, as I say, it's nice paper. We'll try and do, maybe we should try some blending on the paper. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Should we do that on the next bit? If we do these bits and blend them somehow, we'll grab two colours and hope they work. Oh my goodness, that's a risk, isn't it? It might end up being a complete disaster. Could be entertaining, couldn't it? If I can't blend them. Let's see what we get. Ultramarine and red. Oh, it might work. Might work. I didn't cheat. So that's the tomato red, and that is the ultramarine. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the red at the top. So I'm gonna do quite a dark red here, and then fade it down. And you can learn how to blend at the same time. You probably know how to do it. And then the ultramarine, I'll start here. And start to fade now. I find mixing pinks and blues or reds and blues quite tricky. But we'll carry on and see what happens on this paper. Okay, I'm going to actually use a blending pencil because I want to. This is the Staedtler blending pencil. I found it to be quite impressive. But we'll see, I think I'll go from red to blue. It's a bit of a muddy mix, isn't it? But I think that's just because purples are often muddy. I can put a bit more red on there, on here. I think I might just improve the whole thing a bit. Maybe not. There we go. I don't like that, but anyway, we shall carry on and do it. I'm not going to go through every colour, but I promise you I will carry on with grabbing a colour and colouring in. I would do a quick time lapse, but I don't know if people like watching those. I find them quite fun to watch and mesmerising, but I have done a few in the past and I haven't got many people viewing, so I don't think it was a popular choice with my particular viewers. But I will share a photo. It might not be, it won't be at the end of this video. The photo will just be of this bit. I'll, because I don't think I've got time to finish this before the video goes up. I might do. But as I say, because I've got work in now, it takes up a bit more of my time, which is fine. I'm happy. Actually, it's quite nice to, because when I don't have work in, I colour a lot, and sometimes it's nice in a way for it to have a break, not because I don't like it, but because it becomes a novelty again, you know, and something to really look forward to. Whereas if you know you've got a day of colouring, although it's a fabulous thing, it doesn't quite have the same excitement to, I think, I'm going to get to do some soon type thing. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but anyway, I did a little bit more red on these, I think. Now, you don't have to use a blender. I shall do these without, and you can see the difference and decide. We could try a different blender. Would you like me to try a different blender? I could try different blenders. Can't hear you. It's a week in the future when you're listening to my question and answering it, so it's a bit difficult for me to know what you want me to do. But I will try some different blenders for you. It'll just be quick. I've got a couple. I'm just going to finish these off quickly. And as I say, this will be my last bit. It's looking quite colourful, isn't it? We seem to have a lack of green at the minute, but that's okay. Right, so that was the Staedtler. That's not a blender. What's that? This is the Prisma blender. We use it here. So let's do that. That's Prisma there. That's Staedtler there. Oh, let's see what you can see. We have got all here. This is a Caran d'Ache. It's big, isn't it? I rolled over it with my chair and snapped it in half. That's interesting. It doesn't work very well. I know Johanna Basford said she didn't like the Caran d'Ache. I usually really like it. What else have I got? I've got a Derwent somewhere. Is that the Derwent? Yeah. Hang on, I've just got to scribble it. It's all dirty. Here's the Derwent. The Derwent leaves a layer of colour behind, I find, but it's really very good. I think it's probably the best one. So there's the Derwent, and this one we're just going to go back over with the red and green. Green? No, blue. The Derwent blender wants to keep hitting my finger. Stay still, Mr. Blender. So I'm just putting a little bit more, and oops, back to the ultramarine. So you can see it's a bit quicker with the blender. You don't have to layer over, but you've got a bit more control, I think, because you can take the colour a bit further if you want to. These are quite difficult colours to blend, so there we go. So there are the different blenders. I don't think I've got any more at present. No, I used to have a Caran d'Ache blending pencil. Is that it there? No. Maybe that's it. Yeah, this is a Caran d'Ache pencil blender. I'll try it here. And my pencils are in the way. I think it is the same as the little one, but just in a wood, whereas the other one is woodless. Actually, that seemed better, weirdly. I think that was better. So there we go. There's all our different things. That one's not going to stay there. Oh, there we go. So there are, those haven't been finished. So there, I'm going to finish them with it quickly before I go, and then I'll take a photo for the thumbnail. But as I say, I will finish this picture and let you see it. It might be on my Facebook page. You can sign up to that. It's just Rachel Henson Colouring. There's a link in the description, or I might put it on my Instagram or my... you can see how that's not blended and that is. I can anyway. It looks much more shiny because there's a layer of wax on No, it's not going to catch in the camera light. It's just going to go blurred. Never mind. Yes, so you can try and find my remote control. So you can find it on my Facebook page, or maybe my Instagram, maybe my Pinterest. And I usually put everything on Pinterest and Facebook, sometimes Instagram, not so much on Reddit, but there we go. But I think that looks quite pretty. It's coming along well. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope that was an interesting little video. I found it fun, and it give you an idea for something to try. I am going to tag three or four other colorists in the video, so to get them to have a go as well. Hopefully they will. So you can have a look at their channels as well. I'll pick people that I think are really cool, that I like, and then you can go and have a look at them. So and hopefully you can also have a look at the person who challenged me and the person who started the challenge, so that so you can support them as well. So thank you so much for watching, and happy colouring.